2nd and 10.
A purpose play, though. You always want to chuck it deep from time to time just to keep them loose.
Hockett pitches it to Thomas. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. A late flag comes in while the tackle was being made.
Wow, they're playing defense with authority this half, aren't they? They're in the right spots. They're playing with an angry temperament. What's the penalty? White shirts are walking back, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it might go against the Trojans. Here's the call. No, it's holding against New Pal. So that'll actually move the Dragons back.
Yeah, they've had like 4 straight series where they are stumbling and fumbling.
And you mentioned it right before halftime, Joe, that New Pal looked, after a strong first quarter, there are times where the Dragons looked a little sloppy on offense.
Exactly. They were, that first quarter, they were mistake-free and immaculate. And they have a tendency in this late stages of things to stumble and fumble, and that's not good. That's not good. Not when you're building momentum towards another state run.
So the New Pal penalty pushes the Dragons back to the 45. 2nd and 24. Hockett looking to throw. Now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw. And was it caught? Yes, along the sidelines. Nunley got it and got his foot in bounds. Nice catch.
Beautiful play. I kind of thought he was going to pull it down and run with it.
The junior able to tiptoe right before falling out of bounds, and we're going to get a good look at it here.
Was he trying to complete this or just chuck it to the boundary?
He threw it right at the line of scrimmage, and he just got that right
Beautiful
foot
play.
in bounds.
Within striking distance on the 3rd and long, extra long.
Hockett's going to go downfield. He has Nunley wide open. Touchdown, Dragons.
That's that same post we just saw go incomplete. Made a nice adjustment. Coach came right back to it and strike up the band time.
"35-yard touchdown. Hockett, his first passing touchdown.
He makes this, and the clock will not stop again, correct?
That's right. We've hit 35. The kick is good. And so for the rest of this game, we will have a running clock as Hockett connects to Nunley for the 35-yard touchdown, and the Dragons now lead it 35-0. It was 7:49 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
It's just fun for me to see excellent coaches, excellent play calling. I just know how to work that offense. I used to say to our O-linemen, work the offense like those guys can work a fork. I mean, it's just perfectly executed, striking at the right spots. 3rd and 24 didn't bother them a bit. They just took a chunk out of it on 3rd and then hit the deep post. Execution, very, very good. If they could eliminate some of those stumbles and turn in penalties and things like that that are stopping them, they got to feel good about their chances marching toward Thanksgiving weekend.
And how about a night for the senior Damon Hockett on senior night here at New Pal? 3 rushing touchdowns and now 1 passing touchdown.
Beautiful
as the
post.
Dragons go up 35-0. That is only the 4th touchdown through the air for Hockett this season.
Is that right? That's surprising.
As the kick will be fielded at the 10. And getting maybe a couple yards on the return.
Yeah, your best bet on something like that is to just take it straight up. When you work across the grain, bad things happen, you lose yardage, and you have a chance for a turnover. Not where you want to be on the 12, trying to come out and make something happen. It is encouraging how much better the quarterback is playing, plus he's developing some skill guys to get the ball to. I hope they can continue on that track.
Yeah, Lewis showed some promise on that first drive of this 3rd quarter, but the drive stalled right around midfield, and then their punt was blocked. as Eberhardt is going backwards.
Did you see that? He hit the line and said, whoops, I'm going to take a left. Get me out of here.
Yeah. Did not like what he saw, but it was too late.
Too much red.
He stopped right there and then was pushed backwards. And how about big man 52, Michael? It is incredible to know that Thacker is only a freshman. Nearly 250 pounds, and he has been all over the place for New Pal's defense, not just tonight, but really all season. Missed a few games because of injury, but he's been back, and he's been great. As the pass is complete on the far side to Bradley. But again, gain of maybe a yard.
Well, it's that type of program where they're putting young people in college athletics, college football every year. So they're going to attract families with players like this that know that they're going to get good coaching, they're going to be well trained, they're going to be disciplined, and colleges will come around for opportunities.
3rd and long for Lewis. Takes the snap,
on,
rolls to his right, gets rid of it, throws it, and it is almost incomplete. It bounced off a couple of Dragons and fell incomplete. Thacker was there, as was Baylor Hurst.
That was the grace of God. He just chucked it up over the middle late. You know, that's a cardinal sin. That's the only thing that saved him, was just to drop the ball.
He went through the hands of Maddox Johnson.
They're going to get some yards out of this, too.
Now there was a penalty on that play. A hold against the Dragons. So a big break there for Newcastle. It will now be 3rd and 1 from the 21-yard line. Lewis hands it off, and some running room up the middle. Once again, John Eberhardt with a big run there to move the chains for the Trojans.
Good call. New Pal's coming up the field with pressure. A quick hitter like that, he popped into that secondary so quick. Excellent. They're finding some things that they could build on.
And more importantly, even able to keep the drive alive. Again, thanks to the New Pal penalty. It was only 3rd and 1. But a big gain there for the Trojans. Just trying to get something going, try to get on the board here in the second half. Lewis connects. It's Bradley with the reception, but then brought down hard by Maddox Johnson. It'll be a gain of about 8 on the play. And once again, Joe, it feels like every time Lewis has gone back to throw, he's done it with a man and a hand in his face.
Exactly, exactly. And you just feel like he's growing on every single snap.
2nd and short, run up the middle. And being met up is Eberhardt as he's close to that first down marker. Might be half a yard short.
Boy, their quick hitters have been so effective this half. The 3-step drop, getting rid of the ball quickly has been effective. Let's see what they choose here.
3rd and half a yard to go. As Lewis looks to the sideline. Now gets set, takes the snap, hands it off, and Thrine went backwards. A big stop by the Dragon defense on 3rd and short.
Great call, angled right toward that play. You wonder if they had a tendency on a short yardage call, but they certainly hit that just right. Now we've got to go to the passing game, and I don't blame them a bit for trying to convert here on 4th down.
4th and 3, although we have seen it, as Lewis is also the punter. So he'll line up. It looks like they're going to go for it, and then he'll take a couple steps back and punt it. That's what happened on the last drive. The punt was blocked. As a timeout going to be called here with 2:23 left in the 3rd quarter. And the only time the clock stops. timeouts or after a score or if there's an injury. So timeout called here as New Pal goes up 35-0.
I don't think they're going to try that again, the quick kick. I get the feeling they're going to go for this, try to make something happen, get it out of his hands quick. Boatwright's been quiet this half.
Yeah.
Let's get the ball to Boatwright. He can make it happen.
Yeah, that seemed to work a lot for Newcastle in that second quarter. The quick snap, the quick release from Lewis to Boatwright. He was his favorite target, and it worked in that second quarter.
Quick feet. He could make people miss. He's got nice hands. He's made a couple really spectacular catches. It's about time for him to make an influence on this second half of play.
Thanks for joining us here tonight on 9 Star TV. I'm Rob Conant. That's Joe Polizzi, the rest of the 9 Star crew. Week number 8 of the high school football season. Crazy to think that we have just one regular season week left, and coming up on Sunday night is the sectional pairings draw.
Wow, that'll be interesting to see, and it is amazing how quickly this has gone and how smoothly it's gone after all the tumult from last year's COVID years. Tumult, is that the word I want? Yeah.
Fourth down, and the pass is deflected and picked off. The Dragon defense forced another turnover. It's Ian Raudebush getting the interception as that pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Another turnover forced by this Dragon defense.
Nice job. Let me see if something was open. Yeah, he was there. He was there. Great job on defense. Really, with the 3-step drop and the quick release from the quarterback, your best defense is to get your hands up, try to swat it down.
And look at who had the deflection. It was Blaine Nunley.
Oh, yeah?
He's been all over the place. Has a touchdown on the offensive side. He forces the turnover there, and now on the first play for New Pal, the connection to Caleb Byers. Able to move the chains. Byers, another senior, having a good night on senior night for the Dragons.
So our man Thomas needed, what, 70, 60 yards to get 1,000 for the year? He hasn't had many attempts, has he?
Now we'll have to get the official total count if we can, as the pass is complete. Thacker on the right side has some running room and a burst of speed down the sidelines and into the end zone. Touchdown, New Pal.
Beautiful execution, a quick screen to the perimeter. I am amazed at the weapons they have on offense and the way they mix up their offense. They've got this Big Ten-looking offensive line, and they're playing the game out in the perimeter and having just as much success as they would if they were hammering it up the line of scrimmage. Beautiful.
Isaiah Thacker, his third receiving touchdown of the season. The PAT is up and good. 42-0 as Hockett connects to the far side. Isaiah Thacker.
Did you see that? The exit speed, what do they call it in baseball when the ball leaves the bat? He hit some kind of a jet, and he was untouchable up that sideline. Yeah, I know. I know they'd like another shot at Mount Vernon. It's not going to happen, but they're playing such good football now as opposed to what must have happened early in that season.
So
watch him hit this. Boom.
Yeah, he just took it to a new level.
Yeah, everybody else
just outran everybody.
Everybody that had angles on him still fell 5-10 yards short.
So how about Damon Hockett in the first half, 3 rushing touchdowns. Here in the third quarter, 2 passing touchdowns.
He's not going to forget senior night, is he?
Oh, no way. He has been
player of the game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So with 18 seconds left in the third quarter, that will go quick because, again, we have a running clock for the rest of this game now that New Pal is up 42-0. Kickoff. Going to be fielded right around the 10-yard line. And getting across the 15 and maybe the 20-yard line.
They got some guys with some spunk, don't they?
Yes, they do. Newcastle is hoping that spunk can get them on the board in the fourth quarter. Third quarter comes to an end. It is all New Pal here tonight. The Dragons leading it 42-0. We'll be back on 9 Star TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Rob Connett, Joe Polizzi, and the rest of the 9 Star crew back with you here at Kelso Stadium. The New Pal Dragons are 12 minutes away from their 5th conference win of the season. They are all over Newcastle, 42-0. They led 28-0 at the break. And in that third quarter, Damon Hockett with 2 passing touchdowns, 1 to Nunley, 1 to Thacker. And now we'll start the fourth quarter with the Trojans, and up the middle, keep on moving. It is John Eberhardt with a great run right up the middle to about the 38-yard line.
Trucked the safety. That had to feel good.
Think he might be running with a little frustration behind him?
I think I felt that anger all the way through. I felt it.
Boom!
And yeah, they're pulling that. No, they're not pulling the safety out, but making a defensive sub, and he didn't get off the field. It's going to be a penalty.
Penalty thrown as Lewis scrambles for his life. He connects to his man Boatwright along the far sideline.
He tried to stop that before the play was snapped.
And again, Lewis, as he has been doing all night tonight, avoided disaster, running for his life, able to connect to his favorite target, Quentin Boatwright. The penalty, too many men on the field for New Pal. And so it'll be a first down for the Trojans in New Pal territory from the 47-yard line. Play clock at 10. Lewis takes the snap. Fires away, and it is caught on the near side. Kyle Gabbard brings it in at the 41-yard line.
I think we saw. Did we see a flag on that? It looked like a.
I believe. I thought I saw one too.
I thought a wideout got a kind of a running start on that, but yep, they caught it.
Yep. So erase the reception. False start on Newcastle.
But they're playing better offense. They're feeling good about what they're doing. I think they're developing a young quarterback who's going to be dynamite by the time he gets older. And they've got some good, skilled players. I'm happy to see that they're still competing at this point in the game. That's a tribute to a good coaching staff, a great bunch of players, and a great bunch of families.
Lewis on 1st and 15. And it's over everybody's head. A flag comes in as he was going for Boatwright. It was Brady Armstrong on coverage for New Pal.
Yeah, I think a safety, if he would have played that ball, he got an interception. But instead, he's going to get a targeting penalty. interference.
Pass interference.
Yeah, he played the route perfectly. If he had had his eyes on the football, he would have got himself an interception. But instead, we're still moving the chains. First and, yeah, move those chains.
As you see the interference there. So a fresh set of downs for Newcastle at the New Pal 37-yard line. Again, the Trojans just trying to get on the board as they trail 42-0. Lewis with pressure in his face, and again, over the head of everybody. He was trying to go to Aiden Bradley, but
New Pal still bringing the house.
yeah,
it is really inconceivable how valuable it is to get on the board. You know, you think, well, 42 zip, who really cares? No, they work hard to score, and that means a lot. And I like the way they're competing to make it happen.
Especially,
oh
man, it's picked up by Eberhardt, and he gets it back to the 45-yard line. But once again, it's not looking good for Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's not the first time we've seen a high snap.
No, it's too bad. It's frustrating. They 3 steps forward, 1 step back. It's too bad you see just enough flashes to get you excited, and then mistakes happen. That's what separates the great from the not so great.
And, Joe, you make a really good point about Newcastle just wanting to score. They're still competing. They're still fighting. They're trying to score, especially last week. They got shut out by Mount Vernon 46-0, so they are trying to avoid back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah, that's and it's devastating to an offense. I mean, they got to get back in. They got to watch film. They got to make corrections, and you'd be amazed at what the value is in just one touchdown. Get us on the board. Show us that we're doing some things right. We know what we're doing, and we can score.
Coming into tonight, the Trojans in conference play, averaging just 16 points per game and giving up 36 points per game.
Well, they got young people in key positions. There's no question they're outmanned when they play the Mount Vernons and the New Pals, but you love the way they compete, and you got some players, you got some talent. You just keep pounding away. Believe in the process.
You saw that graphic with Coach Kyle Ralph 7 minutes away from picking up win number 101.
Phenomenal. Amazing. Amazing what he's done and continues to do. And I'm telling you that this year has to be as rewarding as any, because they were facing adversity and could have fell apart, but instead they're playing great football.
3rd and 18 coming out of the timeout. Lewis, and it's off the hands of Aiden Bradley. Incomplete, and that will make it 4th down.
Yeah. Let him wing it.
And again, this New Pal defense has been getting to Lewis on almost every single play. He's got a hand in his face, or he can feel that wall closing in on him. 4th and long. Lewis gets hit as he throws, and it will be complete. Touchdown, Newcastle. It's Kyle Gabbard on 4th and 18.
Beautiful job. He took a shot as he released that football. There's nothing better than when you're laying down on the ground and you see those striped guys put their hands in the air. Beautiful play. He earned it. He deserves it. Glad they got on the board.
A 45-yard touchdown, and that ball was wobbly, underthrown, and somehow caught and then able to escape. Kyle Gabbard has put the Newcastle Trojans on the board with 5:45 and counting left in this game.
A wobbly, underthrown thing of beauty. That's the way he's looking at it. Line it up for the PAT. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it's right through. And we have got a 42-7 ball game. As we said before, it may look out of reach, but those 7 points are gold. Whop! Oh, we didn't see the.
The replay cut off.
You know what? That was merciful. Thank you. He took a shot in the ribs that he will be feeling up until next Friday.
Tyson Lewis with his 5th passing touchdown of the season. And again, that drive stayed alive with the pass interference call, as you saw there. And on 4th and 18, Tyson Lewis connects to Kyle Gabbard for a 45-yard touchdown, and the Trojans will not be shut out tonight.
Whatever made it happen, it still feels good. That hit, oh yeah, that's okay. The hands went up, and that's what he's living for. Something to build on. That feels a lot better when you hop on that bus and you've had a little bit of success to look back on. Because everybody knows how dreadful those Monday films are. Well, these guys probably watch them tomorrow. Saturday morning film on a night like this, so you got to have something to get excited about. I'm happy they scored.
Yeah, I think a lot of Newcastle fans are right there with you. And like we were talking about during that drive, that means a lot to this Newcastle offense.
Absolutely.
Just trying to avoid a second straight shutout.
Absolutely. All the dismal plays are not erased, but they sure are somewhat minimized by some success.
The squib kick is fair caught near the 40-yard line. And again, the running clock as we close in on 5 minutes to go here in this ball game. The Dragons are going to improve to 5-3 on the season, 5-1 in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. Newcastle's going to drop